You're watching Totally Random, 10 a.m. Pacific Time, every Friday. I'm the Friday with the CMS Patrol Squad. We thank you for tuning in. Sit down, buckle up. Thank you.
Hello! Welcome to Totally Random! Late October 21st? Something like that. And we're happy to have you here. This is our weekly news, how would we do that, chit-chat, shabba-doo television show. Let's just jump right into things. Some interesting things did happen in the community this week. Not that they don't happen every week, but there's some standout things to draw your attention to. First is we launched an editor's guide. So if you check out the documentation section on concrete5.org, you'll see there's a new guide, and it's pretty, pretty obvious. We just went through the front-end experience that you have using Concrete5. And actually this whole effort was led by Minkris and group of people from the community. So we set up the basic page structure and just had them go at it. There's nothing that is rocket science in there, but there's an awful lot of really nice tidbits that you maybe just didn't know if you didn't take the time to kind of play around with things. So our hope is that this whole section will grow over time. There's some infrastructure in there that kind of makes it wiki-like that we're going to see if we can't make a little bit more stable and open up to a larger audience eventually. But I think it's just a helpful spot. There are times when it says, quantity, but you'll wonder what happens if I put 0 in, or if I leave it blank, or whatever. So this is that type of documentation, just putting the obvious down online so people can see it. Anyway, it launched. We're super happy. People are already finding it and thanking us. We got a feedback, his feedback from that feedback forum. Someone who was just ecstatic and wish they had found it before. So. Thank you, Minkris, and everybody who put effort into making that. I think it was a valuable part of what we do. There is a dashboard section that is going to come out as well, but for obvious reasons that we'll get into later in this show, we're just going to hold on for that for a month or two here and do that all at once. In more news, we relaunched the job board. No one has really noticed that yet, but if you go into community, there is jobs in the drop-down, and it's a very long story you probably don't care about, but it is now pointing to just a very simple jobs forum, which, funny enough, is exactly where we started with the jobs board some 3 years ago. It works. You can post a job in there. You can post, I'm willing to do jobs in there. We've got a nice disclaimer whenever anyone starts a new post saying, look, think for yourself. We're not responsible for the work that you get or the clients that you get. This is a free-form, free-to-all job board. There's no magic tomfoolery. Anyone can post a job. Anyone can respond to it. Everyone sees them at the same time. You can subscribe to monitor it the same way you subscribe to monitor any forum. And that's what we're going to do for now. So our job board on Odesk still exists, and feel free to use that as well. That's a really awesome resource for some types of work, but I think this job board will complement that well. So that is back and in full effect. Did we get some new karma picks, Matt?
We sure did, yeah.
Alrighty.
We got one from last week that we didn't get a chance to show due to our craziness with
busy.
Yeah, craziness of stuff. But this one's from Xerxer, I believe I'm pronouncing it right. He laminated a sticker and put it on a backpack.
Oh wow, crafty.
Very cool.
Lamination machine now.
Next we got one from Arcane Pain. It looks like he's playing some electronic drums in his band.
Wow. He's a man after Andy's heart.
Very cool. And then we have one more from Alex Alto. We have a sticker on a jukebox up in Vancouver.
Wow, cool. Very cool. All right, well, we'll have to update our intro to include these new and exciting stickers, so we'll get Robert on that and revise and remix our intro with some new content. So remember, if you would like stickers, we will happily send them to you at no cost to you. Just go to our swag page, go to the bottom of the swag page, and you will find a form field to put your mailing address into. Now let me stress, we cannot send stickers to an email, and we also cannot send stickers to Joe. So if you would like stickers, you have to put a full mailing address in there. Then we will be able to put stickers in an envelope, put the mailing address you give us on the envelope, and send them to you. We would love to do that, but you need to use a complete mailing address. And that is on the swag page underneath Marketplace. All right, moving right along. Has the Karma Machine run today? Are we late enough in the day that the Karma Machine has run? Have we awarded prizes, or are we still early?
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look at the Karma Machine. So if you don't know, by being a member in concrete5.org, and you automatically get karma points for doing different things, just kind of like Foursquare. First time you make a post, you get some karma points. If you submit your site to the showcase, you get karma points. And the more you do, the more you can earn. So if you are out there promoting Concrete5, you can get a little refer URL, and people that you send to our site will actually win points for you. And if you do like a local meetup, if you get some people together and start talking about Concrete5 in your town, we'll give you like a couple of 1,000 points for that. So there are things that we do that we kind of give karma points to by hand. There's other things that you can earn karma points for just automatically. If you answer a forum thread and someone marks your answer as the official answer, you get a whole bunch of points. All of that stuff adds up every week. We essentially dole out raffle tickets for the number of karma points you have accrued in that period. And then we run the Karma Machine, which determines who wins a free license for 3 categories.
Who lives and who dies.
Who lives and who dies. The deadliest game. Concrete5. So let's see, did the Karma Machine run?
It looks like it did.
Alright.
Alright, looks like our Draco won a copy of the discussion forums.
Nice.
Him and Secret Squirrel have been doing a lot of work helping us clean up the showcase.
That's very important. Thank you.
Really awesome work from those guys. We got a promotion winner, Arcane Pain. He sent in the sticker picture of the drums.
And it's an awesome avatar, I'd like to point out.
And he wins a copy of the contact directory.
Nice.
And then JB1 won a copy of the document library for doing some work.
Excellent. Well, good work. Thank you. We would not be able to be where we are if we didn't have the active community supporting and making sure things get done, questions get answered, answers get questioned, and all that. So thank you very much. Where are we at? I think it's time for PRB. I think it's time for PRB. It's almost time for the PRB.
Sorry.
While we are getting ready for that, we would love to do how would we do that today. So how would we do that is a segment we introduced a few weeks ago, where you get free consulting time from me and Andy. We actually spend a fair amount of our time helping agencies and other shops figure out how they would tackle problems with Concrete5. So if you're just building a 6-page brochureware site, it should be pretty obvious. But if you need to do something a little more complicated, sometimes it's nice to get a sense as to how we would do that. So if you have a site that, it doesn't even need to be a site that's built in Concrete5. In fact, probably better if it isn't a site that you've already built in Concrete5. That way we wouldn't tell you that we wouldn't do it that way. But yeah, if you'd like to point us to a URL, we'll look at it and just kind of give you some stream of consciousness around what we would do, what we wouldn't do, problems, opportunities, things like that. We really like this segment, so we're going to do it today. So someone give me a URL or I'm going to give you one. How about it? Is anyone giving me a URL yet, Matt?
Let's see.
Open up that chat window.
Not yet.
Come on, people, don't make me ask the designer. I'll do it.
Okay, we got one. Okay.
Here we go.
All right. Thieves93 has submitted their boss's blog.
Excellent.
And it's
I don't see how this could go wrong at all. Are you ready, Andy?
Yep.
Wheel it on in.
Oh,
What are you doing?
what's happening there?
What?
That's just
You're okay.
not
You're filled with worry.
No, interesting site.
Oh.
Interesting site. That's what I was talking about. Interesting site.
Oh, that's something. Just a safe for work? How would we do that? Yeah, okay, sure. Wow. Is this just a would we do that?
Would we do that?
Would we
The
do
answer
that?
is yes.
We would do that. All right, well, what do we got here? It looks like a blog. Let's click around a little
Some
bit.
pictures.
It's almost like a Tumblr blog. You
Yeah.
need big, heavy pictures, and then what? You can click through on one of them, maybe? And there's some weird text at the top, and then there's an article.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Just do it. I like it. That's kind of cool. Is it? It's got like some infinite scroll action happening, or are you just a long ass page?
I think.
Oh, yeah.
There's some. Yeah.
There's some infinite scroll. This is a good example. Not that I would expect anything less, but cool. All right. Well, we would definitely make a custom page type for that blog detail. Maybe we would use the existing one. I don't know.
Yeah. We'd name it the same maybe, but it would be a very custom thing that you'd have there.
Yeah, we would have a custom page type for the detailed blog post. So let's go to one of those. Oh, that's what you're on, right? And so you'd probably have a block area for that. Maybe it wouldn't be. Maybe you see a page name for the large. That
You'd
metro
probably have a
design
page
system.
name for that, but there'd probably be a block area that populated the content on the listing page as well. Because I noticed when you have the list on the previous page, when you mouse over each thing, there's a bit of content that fades in.
We could
Sort of like the
right. So that could be a custom attribute or a block.
yeah. It'd probably want to be a block. It looked like there was rich text in there.
Ah.
Rich text works a little better in blocks.
Okay. So this would probably, the detail page would probably just be one big block area,
Yep.
main content.
Looks like just add images, add content.
Add a bunch of images in there, throw the guest book on the bottom in the page default so it shows up on every page when you make a new one.
You could also, we do have a Facebook comments block. If you were married to the idea of Facebook
Sure.
comments, you can throw that on the defaults page of a particular
pick
the
your,
blog entry.
Pick your favorite share this type add-on as well and
Yeah.
do all that. Stick that all on a page defaults. Page defaults let you easily create blocks that are going to exist on a new page of a given type. So I make a new blog post page that already have the comments and the promotion and the whatnot in there. And yeah, one big block area. You'd probably try to give them a fair amount of flexibility. I'm betting that your boss is pretty clever, so he probably doesn't want to be like roped too much into just has to look this way. But if you wanted to, you could use Composer to set up a
Yeah.
form that would let him not have to bother with in-context editing to post. He could just start writing, and
Yeah.
you might limit kind of where he can put images in this page that way, but it's a way to go. That Metro design system big in Windows 8, probably just use the page title
Yep.
and hard code that into the template. And then let's go back to the list view. As Andy was saying, that quick
So
scroll.
there'd be a image custom attribute.